Everyone, this is Tycoon Wibby for istrep.cash, and today we are doing PosPegg video number 1. Yes, where we're going to go over what a PosPegg is and how do we do the first thing we need to do. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, let's get right on into it and say I'd like to do me some PosPegg thing. And how do I do that? Right, first off, you're gonna go here. Yeah, you're gonna press this and it's gonna pop it out to cash tab where you can immediately go and purchase in the tokens so you can get you a TXID. Yeah, and of course you bring that TXID back over here into your pop-up. Remember, this is a mobile view, so this is for those using phones, right? This is just the view of it on the laptop. Yeah, because we had some complications, so we're getting it in because I got other things to do. All right, so yeah, and you come into this pop-up here and it'll have the token ID 1 USD and it says how many to buy. Remember, for PosPegg tokens there is a year of minimum of 10 PosPegg tokens just to shop on PosPegg, right? To be fully included into it, to get you your PosPegg profile created. Yeah, you need to buy 10. That's $10. Yeah, if you would like to do a PPC, which is really your creator and you'd like to utilize the PosPegg, yeah, it's going to cost you $80 to do a PPC. Yeah, so it's going to cost you 80 PosPegg tokens to do that PPC. So I would go ahead and suggest just go ahead and get that 80 already. Yeah, we're only going to have 1,000 users for a long time, so I think it's going to be worth that $80. Yeah, then you come down here and you do a regular transaction way that we have it. And remember, a lot of this is going to be going on in the meetup group / token trading club / trading floor. So that's generally what this is for, right? As we'll be listening to it inside the meetup group. Yeah, so you do your regular transaction there and then it'll go off and it'll get verified and you will have your profile created, right? Just as this one here, you'll have it created. And the next thing that we'll need to do is create a TWT, right? So we press that TWT icon here. Yeah, we press that TWT icon here because we need to do a Staker Varii TWT. Yeah, and you see we come to the TWT page here and we hit that staker button right here, and it'll bring us to our two choices, which is IST Staker Varii for using the Staker Varii to raise capital, implement that capital, and return that capital back to the market. Yeah, and you have your PosPegg Staker Varii here, which is what we're interested in. Of course, you go to the tutorial video and it'll show you how to do one of these exactly. Yeah, but since PosPegg had gotten refreshed, we're doing all the videos all over again because I love it. Yeah, so the PosPegg Staker Varii is taking a Staker Varii for use of rolling up the rewards and paying them out to the product owners, right? Or the NFT owners or the token owners. Yeah, and we'll get into that structure deeper as we're going over the PosPegg. Yeah, so this is, we are creating our Staker Varii with the intent to PosPegg. Yeah, and we see here that we can click that right there. Yes, let's go back. Stakingrewards.com calculator, as we're all familiar with at this point, right? And you can put in, yes, and you can put in what asset it is. Yeah, so let's say it's some ETH, right? And you can put in the total sum that you have here, right? Maybe it's 368. Yeah, and it'll tell you your percentage earnings. Yep, and we are looking for the APY, right? So we get a general APY of 2.93 total reward rate 1 year, or 2.93% annualized, because that is what we're going to need to put into our APY structure when we're creating our TWT. Yep. So let's get in here, and we says choose proof of stake. Yeah, we also allow you to choose proof of work and stable coins. Yeah, because it's adding to the May. So we got ETH up already, so we'll say that. And then it asks us the question, where are the coins? Are the coins on an exchange wallet or the coins on a private wallet? You and those of us in the circle have heard, if it's your keys, then it's your coins. Yeah, I speak in thinking yes, so I make it the yes way, right? Your keys, your coins, right? Because when we put in the exchange wallet, and let's say I'm holding mine at Coinbase, yeah, as most of us are. Yeah. So we're holding it at Coinbase, but that wallet that you have at Coinbase is some company trickery, right? Because you can go look for that coin on that coin wallet on the Block Explorer, and the Block Explorer is like, hey buddy, what the heaven is this, buddy? Yeah. So for this particular way, when you going into the exchange, I just let you upload a screenshot of your wallet balance. Like, some people say people can get in here and they can lie. Well, if you're lying, this is business stuff. They're gonna catch you. You're gonna deal with it, right? So this is just make it easier for people who tell the truth. That's all I'm doing. I'm building processes to make it easy for people who tell the truth. Like this one here. This is a screenshot of my Coinbase. Yeah. I really wish those with money would do this, but they're already good. Only if you have a need to yes will you go out there and figure out how to yes it. Yeah, so we uploaded that and it goes in there for the information. And yes, I'm letting it stay this way because you yes what you uploaded, and when it really comes out to the user, it looks good. And we'll show that later, yeah. So we have our proof of stake here, and let's go look at this. Let's go look at it. So we'll go here into our Have dashboard for mobile, and we'll let that go ahead and get up. We'll go look at some TWTs, yeah, and we'll go look at some Staker Varii TWTs, right? And we got this example one here that we got loaded up called the main PosPegg, and you scroll past here because it's regular Varii, and you come here to the look of your Staker Varii. Yes, this is the look in your personal TWT. Yeah, and in the deeper PosPegg videos, we'll show you what it looks like to the actual users. Yeah, and it's just a lot of numbers in here, so why get in good and make it pretty? This is the very first version. It's classic. I am poor, so I gotta hurry up so I can start selling products and making money, right? But I'm only interested in selling PosPegg products. Yeah, everyone yeses, I like to make trash cans. So this is the look and feel of our TWT for our Staker Varii, which is the main PosPegg, which is some ETH, some Bitcoin Cash, and some Doge, right? All right, that's the look of it. So let's get in here and finish filling this out. Yeah, we come on down here and start filling out this Staker Varii for the PosPegg, and we got the PosPegg namicus right here. And of course, we just name it vid example because I'm just using it as an example. And when you're in the meetup group trading floor, trading club, you'll be able to get your own walkthrough if you feel like actually creating a PosPegg. We'll make sure we get it in there and get it right for you. Yeah. All right. So we got our ETH locked in here because we have our coin basket May. It says step 2. Yes, let's get the monthly estimated income. Yes, first we list the coins, APY, and etc. to create the coin basket monthly estimated income. Yeah. So we'll take the yearly income from our stake rewards from proof of stake, and we'll slash it down to a month. Yeah. And the tool that we'll be using is the http stakingrewards.com calculator. You press on that and it'll send you to this page here. Yeah. And in this page here, we can choose the asset, right? We can choose the provider. Yeah. And you can put in your staking sum here. So this is to assist you in filling out your TWT, right? So we can say where coins, right? And we can do the, yeah, put that in there in that block. Yeah, and so when we come down here to the total number of coins we have, you'll be going into your wallet and pulling the number of coins. You can come over into here, and you can look at the current price of the, you can look at the current price of the coin and you can grab it. We grab it, yeah. And then we come down in here and put this into the coin cost. Yep. And then we like APY. Where's the APY? Oh, he has it. He has it right here. Just scroll on down a little bit. And it's right here. It's the 2.93. But you need to turn it into a decimal when you come into here so we can do our calculation. Yeah. And so we got the total coin cost based on the information that you put in here is 238.31. Yeah. And the monthly estimated income, which would be your total stake reward. So it'd be like your total stake reward right here, right? Divided by 12, right? Because 365-day earnings, that's like 12 months, right? We'll chop it up in the 12 months and you'll end up with 58 cents for your May. Yeah, that's kind of small, but who cares? Most of the world is poor. So most of us are going to be having small portfolios in the beginning. Yeah. And then you can come down into here and you can put in your proof of stake wallet address, right? And we'll just stick in a false Coinbase address, right? But when you're filling this out, we'll make sure all your information is real. This is for example purposes so that I can fly through it and have a video reference while we are speaking, yes, and teaching. So we'll hit this plus button right here and it'll go ahead and it'll lock that one in for us, right? It'll give us that ETH with the 58 cents, and then we have to do proof of stake. Yeah, where's a good proof of stake? There goes some Dogecoin. Yeah. And we'll say where are the coins. We did the exchange wallet. Everyone's familiar with the weirdness of the exchange wallet. So we'll go into the private wallet, which are your keys, are your coins. Yes. So we ask you input website name of where it is, because maybe it's bitcoin.org, right? Maybe that's the name of the wallet app, or wherever you're storing your private keys, you just put the name in there. Yeah. Or the website name or whatever. Yeah. Because when it comes to being able to go to the blockchain directly and look for your address, we can do that with private wallets because they're actually on the blockchain, right? So we got ourselves a proof of work here. It's locked. So we'll say how many coins of this do we have, right? And we can say like 1.2 thousand or so. And then we have to go get the Doge price. So let's just say Doge price. All right. So it's at 23 cents today. We'll come back in here and we'll put that in 0.23. Yep. Yep. And then that'll give us a May of 23. You see how that works, right? So we'll take the total value of it, right, and we'll chop that into 12, because we're like, if they like to use 12 months of it, they can do this for at least a good 12 months, right? This is about giving you a smaller projection of what you could pay out, right? The May is greater than the minimum but less than the maximum of your portfolio yield given to you as a 1 month from a yearly reward, all added up together. That is the May. Yeah. And we'll see later that the May determines what we get to deliver as our PosPegg reward, because we're only at 58 cents, right? And so we'll stick a nice coin, a nice wallet address in there. When you're doing it, put a real wallet address in there, because PosPeggs are verified by real people. And if you do 3 wrong, we suspend you for doing anything for 3 months. So if you would like to get suspended for 3 months, or do some sly things as, I'm going to create me a second profile that starts all the way back at the 0, you do that, because you're going to have to pay the $10 again to get your PosPegg up and going. You're going to have to pay the $80 to get your PPC back up and going. Yeah, that'll be on you. But generally, I'm going to locate you and get you off my platform, because this is a platform for those who like to tell the truth and just like to do business. We're making products. We're getting the products out to our holders, right? We're managing our NFTs, or we're managing our tokens in a good sense to provide good life, right? Like, yes, that's what it is. So we even can get a nice Bitcoin Cash from going on in here. And we went over the exchange wallet and the private wallet, right? And we went over the uploads, yeah. And so we come down here and we see that I'm ready to go ahead and send this PosPegg off, right? I got me 23 and I got me 58. I'm about to jump with it, buddy. Yeah. So because I need to get this sent off to get it verified, because it takes a while for PosPegg Staker Varii, because people actually go verify them, right? Okay, so we come down here and it says my PosPegg charges, right? So this particular user has 240 PosPegg charges. This particular user is me, yeah. And then the cost to verify is 60 PosPegg charges. Yeah, so this is what we're saying. In order to even do anything in PosPegg, they have to already be a PosPegg person, right? Like, they have to be a person who already has the PosPegg token. Why are they going to waste their charges trying to fool us and lie to us? Right? This is weird. This is all very weird, right? And instead of doing the entire DeFi thing, I'm letting regular people be able to use their proof of stake crypto, their stable coins, their proof of work crypto, roll them up into a portfolio and start using them for competitive advantage, whether a service, an NFT, a token, or a product. Yes, because if you think you have problems, wait for the time when you start paying people. You're going to have a lot of problems every morning, and you're going to have people and robots to hire to solve all those problems, and everybody's going to love you. Because if you thought this is what it is. Yes. Back on track. Yep. So once you get here and you're like, okay, I like to get this sent off to get it verified by the years. Yeah, which is the first verification, which is you. The second verification, which we will directly go see after this, which is a year of worker for istrep.cash, and the second, which is a second class year of worker that does the final verification. All right, so we'll press this button right here to send this on off to the yields. Let this does what it do in the back, and it'll go ahead and it'll send me off to a completely different page so that I can go. Well, it took us to the laptop, the big screen view. Yeah. So let's get on back to the small screen view by going to the mobile have dashboard. Yeah. And we'll see, because it's skinny like this. Yeah. So we can go down in here to our TWTs, press the TWT button over there, scroll all the way down, hit that vid X, and we can come down here to the Staker Varii button, and we can see that, yep, it's indeed in there. All right. And we can see we have 0 API for this one, so that's what it is. Alrighty, so they're like, well, you're talking about we're going to be able to do verifications and things of that nature. Well, let's go and see how you actually have this particular verifications being done by the Yiv worker. All right, I myself am a Yiv worker, and we have regular work here that can be verified. Yeah, and we got the eCash verifications or the Bitcoin Cash verifications, and we have the Staker Varii verification. Yep. So we'll press that, and you see here, this is the beginning of our particular work for the Yiv. So we'll go ahead and we'll start this Yiv work here. And so once we press that, it'll send us down here where the Yiv worker looks over the particular instrument. And yes, I thought about putting a risky moniker on those who just upload the pics from the private exchanges, or better yet, would say the public exchanges that use fake private wallet addresses. And so you have to end up making APIs with them. But I'm saying this, I make tools for regular people about the world. Yeah. They, in their particular area, a particular exchange may be the best, but it upload me a pic, tell the truth, let's keep it moving and grooving so you can take care of your NFT owners, take care of your token owners, take care of those who use your services, or take care of those who have your products, right? If you are trying to scam, yes, go somewhere else. Or better yet, what product or what service? Yes. So in here, the Yiv worker verifies everything here. It at least looks it over, and then it'll verify it, and it'll send it there, and we can come on down to the Doge. Yeah. And with the Doge one, because it is a private wallet, right, we'll actually use the wallet address and go to a block explorer like Blockchair. Yeah. And inside of Blockchair here, we can see we have all these particular explorers that we can use. And yep, that's exactly what I did. Yep. Either the standalone block explorers are really easy to locate, or they're in here. That's why they're in the list that you can choose from for your PosPegg stakables. Yeah. So we can go back in here into the worker dashboard, and that worker will go through and they'll look through, and they'll actually upload an image. They'll actually upload an image of whatever they get from Blockchair here, right? And we'll use, and after they upload that image, yeah, after they upload that image, they can verify it, and then they'll go on and they'll send it to the second. Yep. All right. So, and then in the second, the second will verify it, which we will do off screen because that is inside of the admin. Yeah. And there's zero way I'm putting admin on it because there's zero way. Yeah. Have. So that is the very first part of actually doing the PosPegg Staker, right? And a little rip on people talking to me about my processes and how they're kind of what they are, right? Because you would expect more high-tech stuff, but I'm like, I grew up in this life. People would just like it easy, and they like to be able to import from everywhere. Greatest way to let them import from everywhere. Give me a screenshot, bruv. We gonna grab the screenshot and display it to the world. If you lying, everybody gonna see, right? But what about those who are truly vastly poor, right? Truly vastly poor. Yeah, we can do that. Truly vastly poor, while they are trying to get themselves up from their bootstraps and being able to use the processes of the PosPegg to give them competitive advantage in the marketplace so that they can actually start making money, right? So yeah, these are some of our verification forms for verifying what you actually put in. Yeah. So if you buy a company token, we have verifications for that. You get a istrep token purchase, we have verifications for that. Yeah. You do a rep rating airdrop, you put in that you got some PosPegg tokens from some weird place. Yeah, it's great. We got verifications for lots of things. So yeah, the next video we will be going over how to PosPegg, right? We are done inside of the IST view side. Yes, excuse me, y'all. It has been years. I just spent a year and 3 months finishing up the PosPegg to get to the point where, yes, I can do these videos, right? As we can see, someone here has a token up for sale, right? This is an example site. In the real site, most people have zero idea how to be the bank and create the loan and create the structure of the loan and offer the loan to the public. This is why we have the meetup group, because you're gonna need somebody to hold your hand, yeah? And I'm gonna be the person to hold your hand. Alrighty, heaven, I love you.